Welcome to the It's Interesting channel. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thanks so much, let's get started. In Oregon, a man named Adam Vall had thoroughly prepared for the theft of a bicycle. The man wore a mask and hoodie to hide his face, and even had brought a bolt cutter with him beforehand. It would seem to be a perfect crime. But the enterprising thief didn't take into account the most important thing. The place where he commits the theft is not the most appropriate one. Even the sign of the police station didn't embarrass him in any way. The cops immediately noticed the attempted theft on the CCTV camera. But they didn't get to the criminal at once. It seems that they laughed for a long time before arresting the young man. In the Canadian city of Edmonton, security cameras captured a gruesome attempt to escape from law enforcement. Richard Pariseau and Brittany Burke tried to pay with a stolen credit card. A prudent saleswoman spotted it and immediately called the police. A frantic pursuit of the troublemakers ensued. Richard tried to escape through the back door, but was unsuccessful. When he came back, the police neutralized him. Brittany, for her part, while the officer was busy with the accomplice, tried to hide in the ventilation system. But the ceiling couldn't hold her weight, and the girl fell into the floor, where she voluntarily surrendered. An unprecedented case occurred in central London. A bicycle thief tried to steal a two-wheeled vehicle worth £2,500 attached to a car. According to the victim of the botched robbery, the thief purposely took his particular stretch of road because it was dotted with traffic lights. Indeed, the footage shows a young man catching the moment when a red traffic light comes on several times and trying to unhook the bike. Eventually, the man behind the wheel notices the offender and starts moving at the most inopportune moment. In the end, not only did the man fail to steal someone else's property, but he also lost his own along the way. A young man's failure to comply with the rules of the road attracted the attention of the police. When the cops blocked the road, the man realized he had nowhere to go and went to surrender to the authorities. But he changed his mind. He walked forward, apparently, so that everyone could get a good look at him, and literally began to dance. It is noteworthy that the police didn't interrupt this talent show and arrested the offender only at the end of his performance. In Moscow, the suspect in his sister's murder, Leonid Grazer, tried to escape from a glass cell twice. The first time, he wanted to climb through the opening, though it was too tight even for his thin build. The police quickly prevented his attempt. But Leonid was not the sort of man to give up in the face of failure. After assessing the situation, the man turned his attention to the ceiling and its unsophisticated construction. It must be said that the second attempt almost turned out to be a success for the suspect. It took the officers a whole group of law enforcement officers who used every possible and impossible method in this difficult case to bring the man down to earth again. This video starts like a cool pursuit from a Hollywood movie. Two officers and a German Shepherd are chasing a dangerous criminal and eventually reach the troublemaker. But about halfway through, the action begins to turn into a comedy skit, and our main character gets stuck on a fence. The participants involved, as well as the audience, are perplexed for a while. But when the realization of what really happened comes, the former only has to help the poor guy get off the metal trap, and the latter has to laugh. The store owner has survived more than one robbery, and this time he decided to arm himself to the teeth, leaving no chance for would-be thieves. He installed a video camera and set a real trap for the criminals by equipping the doors with anti-burglary mechanisms. None of the doors succumbed to the man, including the one through which he had entered. The man nervously tossed from side to side, desperately trying to force his way free. But all his attempts were in vain. The criminal spent more than an hour in isolation until the police came for him. This footage was taken in July 2017 in the Western Cape of the Republic of South Africa. An organized criminal group broke into a gas station and drove the staff out, just to get the safe with the money. The criminals pulled it out with the help of crowbars and loaded the large, solid piece of metal into the small trunk of their car. Having not secured it beforehand. Naturally, as soon as the vehicle started up, the safe fell onto the ground because of the great overweight. That's all, friends. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, then subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It's interesting. Goodbye, everyone.